Okay, hello, good morning everyone. Today we're going to look at Sec 1 Normal Acad, right? Chapter 6 called Number Pattern, right? So the first part of number pattern is to look at number sequences. Now, what is actually a number sequence? Number sequence is like a list of numbers, but got pattern one. You can actually find the a pattern and then you can look for the next terms and so on. Alright, so as an introduction, we've got Jack and Jill, right? They have a lemonade stand and they sell cups of lemonade. Now Jack sold 6 cups, and then he sells 8 cups an hour after that. Jill sold 14 cups and she sells 3 cups every hour after that. Alright, so the first for Jack, right? At first is 6 cup, correct? Now 1 hour later, sell 8 cups. So 6 plus 8, 14. Okay, so 6 plus 8 will give you 14. Then 1 hour later, let's say if you still sell 8 cups, so actually it plus 8 is 22, right? So 22, you plus 8 again, you get 30 in the next hour. Then finally the last hour, 30 plus 8 will give you 38. Okay, so after 5 hours, he will sell 38 cups in total. Okay, so and for Jill, okay, now 14 first, and then every hour sell 3 cup, right? So 1 hour later sell 3 cup to give you 17 cups. 17 cups plus 3 more cups to give you 20 cups. 20 cups plus 3 more cups to give you 23 cups. 23 cups plus 3 more cups is 26 cups. So 5 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours later, Jill will sell 26 cups in total. Alright, so what is this actually that we're looking at? Now 6, 14, 22, 30, 38 is a list of numbers, and this list of numbers you can find a rule to get the next number. So this is what we call a math sequence. Right, same thing, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, right, is a list of numbers and you have a rule to get to the next term. Alright, the law to get the rule to get to the next term. So the rule here is you need to plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So this 14, 17, 20, 23, 20, this list of numbers is a number sequence. Alright, so now for a general idea, alright, how many cups will they sell after 8 hours? What do you think? After 8 hours, right? After 4 hours, in total will get 38, right? So after 8 hours, so how many cups will they get? Actually, you don't have to think so far, correct? You can just keep adding. You can keep adding 8. So we start from 38 after 4 hours, then we just add another 4 times. So fifth hour, 6 hours, 7 hour, 8 hour. So in total they'll get 70 cups. Jack will get 70 cups. In the same way for Jill, right? You start off at 26, right? I'm going to add 3 for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So 4 hours already plus another 4 hours. So this sum will give me the 8 hours. So 38 cups in 8 hours. Alright, so so number sequence you can actually add to get the number. Alright, so here, okay, so briefly idea on what we just did. This whole list of number forms a number sequence, right? And the numbers in the number sequence are called the numbers are called the terms, right, of a sequence. All right, the terms of a sequence. All right, so for example, here, term 1, T1. So how do we write this, right? It's actually T, big T, and the 1 is actually like below here. Same thing, we can write big T and 2 is a small 2 over here. So we call this T1 and then we call this T2 and so on. Alright, so T1, the first term is 6. Second term, T2, second term is 14. Third term, 22. So this is 22. T4, fourth term is 30. So this is actually 30. Right, so 6 here we put is T1, T2, T3, T4, term 4. The next one is called a term 5. After term 5 is term 6, and so on and so forth. Right, it will keep going on and on and on. Okay, so this is actually our number sequence, the main idea of a number sequence. This list is a number sequence. Each thing is called a term, and first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. Can we find T20? What do you think? What do you think? Can we find T20? Actually can. We just need to add 8 20 times, correct? No, we just need to add 8 like until T20. Okay? Can. Okay? Alright. but we are going to look at an easy way to find this in the next worksheet. Now, a sequence can also go backwards, but backwards actually means like a minus. The difference is a minus. So 42 minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. Okay, so in the same way, this one is the first term, minus 3 to get the second term. The rule is minus 3. Then minus 3 to get third term, minus 3 to get fourth term, minus 3 to get fifth term. So first term, 42. Second term, 39. Third term, 36. Fourth term, 33. And then the rule here is a minus 3. Alright, so here in the box below, you can create your own number sequence. So I would love to see like what is the your own number sequence. Okay, you just try to create something very nice. Okay, alright. So now for here, for each of the following sequence, you need to state a rule and write down the next two terms. Right, state a rule, write down the next two terms. Okay, so very easy. Okay, give it a think. Now 3, how do we get 8 from 3? We actually need to plus 5, am I right? So 8 to 13, how do I get 8 to 13? Plus 5. So as long as like the pattern is like the same more than 2 times, so this is actually the rule. Okay, so it will actually form a very nice number sequence. So plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, and so on. So the rule over here is a plus 5. So what's the next two term? 23 plus 5, 28. 28 plus 5, 33. Alright, so 10. Alright, here. Now, 29 to 26. How do we do this? 29 to 26, we minus 3. 26 to 23, we also minus 3. 23 to 20, we minus 3. 20 to 17, we also minus 3. So here, the rule is the same rule. Now, what is this rule? The rule here is a minus 3. Okay? Now, then here, after 17, minus 3, 14. After 14 minus 3, 11. Okay? Alright, so here, next one. 5, 15, 14, 35. So here are, what we can see is actually, here, if we add 10, we get 15. But 15 to 45, we add 30. Right? 45 to 35, we are going to add 90. So actually now, it's not like, the adding is not the rule now. So how do we get from one term to the next term? Oh yeah, I don't have my eraser here. No, eraser, no. Okay, so this is not the term. So what term are we looking for? 5 to 15, maybe we try times 3, right? 15 to 45, also times 3. 45 to 135, also times 3. So actually now times 3 is the new rule. Okay, so now the rule is actually a times 3. So 135 times 3, we will need the help of calculator. So this is 405. Right, so then 405 times 3 will give me 1215. Okay, very easy. Next, negative 2, negative 6, negative 10, negative 14. So negative 2 to negative 6. How? What's the rule like? Is it a plus 4 or minus 4? Right, so let's take a look at this. So let's try negative 2. If we plus 4, we're going to get 2, which is not negative 6. So actually we minus 4. Okay, so we minus 4, you get negative 6. So the rule here is you minus 4. Next one, from negative 6 to negative 10, we also minus 4. Here also we minus 4. The rule here is minus 4. So after negative 14, we minus 4. We are going to get negative 18. Negative 18, we're going to minus 4 again. Here will be negative 22. Alright, so there we go. A, B, C, D. Okay, next. For each of the following sequence, write down the next two terms. Very easy now. 1, here we plus 1. Here we plus 2. 4 to 7 we plus 3. 7 to 11 plus 4. 11 to 16 plus 5. The next one is plus 6. And after that, next one is plus 7. So 16 plus 6. Use your calculator, give you 22. Alright, 22. Then 22 plus 7 will give you 29. So the next two terms are 22 and 29. Okay. Alright, next one here. 26 to 25 minus 1. 25 to 21 minus 4. 21 to 20, here we minus 1. 20 to 16, we minus 4. So what's the pattern actually? The rule here is actually we minus 1 first and we minus 4. Rule here is -1, then -4, correct? So how do we get the next two terms? We need to -1. After this, we need to -4. 16 minus 1, 15. 15 minus 4, 11. So next two terms in the sequence is 15 and 11. Okay, last page. Here, for each of the following sequence, state a rule and write down the next two terms. So here, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So what we try so here +3, here is +5, here is +7, here is +9. Okay, so +9. So what is the next pattern? Here, +11. And what's the next pattern there? +13. Right, seems logical, right? Let's try and see. Right, 25 plus 11, 36. 36 plus 13 will be 49. Okay, so the rule is you keep adding 2. You keep adding here and so on. But however, if you take a look at this, right? If you look at this, actually 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square 25. 6 square 7 square, correct? 6 times 6, 36. 7 times 7, 49. So here actually is the rule is your square. Okay, the rule here is to do the square, right? So what about this one? What do you think? Okay, if you were to add, right? So 1, if we add, will be a +7. If we add, this one will be a +19. If we add, this one would be the 64 minus 27. So this would be a +37. And the top there, now the pattern like a bit weird already. Okay, the pattern like a bit weird. So what are we going to do to solve this problem is, we're going to ignore this one, right? And we're going to look at whether is it square? No square, right? So is it cube? Let's try and see. 1 cube, is it 1? 1 cube is 1. Let's try 2 cube. 2 cube here is 8. 3 cube, 4 cube, okay? So I can guess it will be 3 cube and 4 cube. We try and see. 3 cube, 27. 4 cube will give you 64. So actually it's all this. So the next two numbers must be 5 cube and 6 cube. Okay, so what is 5 cube? 5 cube here is 125. Right, then next one is 6 cube. 6 cube is 216. Right, cube. Okay, nice. So in general, number patterns, number sequence has a rule. Here has a rule, here has a rule, here's a rule. Here the rule is times 3. Can it be divided? It can also be divided. Alright, here the rule is every time you add, the number increases. Here is you alternate between -1, -4, -1, -4. Now here the rule is square, here the rule will be cube. So number sequences are just a list of number with rules. That's all. Okay, so in the next one we're going to look at how do we find shortcut to look for the very far numbers in the future. That's all for this video. That's all. Bye bye.